Hey guys, yes, I am back. I know I said I was gonna take a break, um, due to a death in my family, but that's, that whole thing is just not for me, you know, I've dealt with horrible death situations in my family for a long time, my aunt's funeral is tomorrow at 11, and as I said in my previous video, I could not be there. And even if I wanted to, I feared for the drama and everything, so I'm kind of glad that I'm not going. And and then I started thinking about it, and I've those of you that know me, I've been in a dark place for a long time. If you saw my video on the Logan Paul video, you know my past, and I've gone back there. I visited that dark place again the past few days, and I feel like I can't let that defeat me. And my first true time of dealing with a death that impacted my life, I was 16 years old, and so you know I've I've gone through this at a young age. I had to handle this at a young age, and I'm not gonna let it stop me. And I have to keep moving forward, and I need to be there for you guys. You guys that struggle, and those of you that still are there that need me. And the bracelets came yesterday, and my cousin is coming later today to get the bracelets out of the mailbox. Why can't I get them? Well, the mailbox is a little further down. With my crutches and everything, it's a little hard for me to get to it. Anyway, I'll be doing a vlog later on today. I am going to be blessing them. And I'll be doing another vlog later on this evening, showing you guys me doing those bracelets and blessing them for you to mail them out. And tomorrow I'll be getting the stamps and the rest of the stuff that I need to mail them out. For you guys that want them, I'm still gonna go forward with this. I'm not gonna let this stop me. I just have to live my life and move forward from this. And in my aunt's death took me to a dark place. I feel like I'm in a dark place. And so I did have to, this is going to be the personal part of this video. I had to make an emergency call to my doctor today and let him know of my intentions, that I was back in my dark place. And, that I just didn't want to attempt anything, and where my mindset was, and my mindset wasn't in a good place. And so I asked them to put me back on my Paxil, which is usually a therapist will prescribe this to you. I'm gonna be back on 10 milligram. Ugh, sorry, 10 milligram Paxils. I was at 20 milligrams at one point. I honestly told him, when I spoke with him, when I had the conversation with him, he said, yeah, I remember everything that you told me, and I read your file. He says, you were up to 30, right? And I says, no, I was up to 20. I says, but I don't, he says, first he said I didn't want to go that high. He says, I don't think you should start out, and I stopped him. I says, look, I don't want to go that high. I said, maybe you can start me out at 5 milligrams, excuse me. And so then he suggested 10, because I did tell him about my aunt and everything. I let him know, I mean, I got nothing to hide. I'm going to be honest, fully honest with my doctor. And so he prescribed it right away. He said absolutely, he says I can give that to you over the phone. He said you don't have to come in. So he prescribed that to me earlier today. I called my cousin, let her know the situation. I said, I had a moment today. I said, can you pick up the Paxil for me today? I said they said it'll be ready. So, and she said she'll pick it up for me. So, I'm going to start back on that because, the only reason why, I've taken Paxil for years. The only reason why I had one off of it at some point was because, like, Paxil, for those of you that have been on it, you already know. For those of you that have never been on it, you don't know. So if you've never been on it, Paxil kind of put your mind, like, you don't have any emotions. Like, at least for me, my experience with Paxil. Let me just put it that way, because everybody has a different experience with Paxil. So I'm going to say my experience with Paxil was, at some point, I felt like a freaking zombie. I felt like, like I had no emotions. I felt like I didn't care about anything. Like I was in a mellow, like my mood was always like a limbo, like basically I was just there. I was living, like, if there was something sad happen, okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. If something that truly happy happened, I'd be like, that's awesome. But that was my mood. Like, it stayed limbo. Like, I wasn't always overjoyed or, extremely sad about stuff. Or if somebody tell me something to piss me off, I'm like, alright, well, whatever. It is what it is, and, just go on about my day. Anyways, but, and after a while, I missed my emotions. I wanted my emotions back. I wanted to be able to feel. I wanted to be able to, have a little tiny bit of anger or that little extra bit of happiness or something. I wanted to have those feelings back. The feelings that I felt were gone, like, were absent. I needed them back. I needed to feel human, like more human again. And yes, I am still drinking. My coping mechanism, as I said. So, I know my aunt's funeral will be tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna be trying to be more focused on, I get my check tomorrow. I gotta pay bills. I gotta do priorities, and so I'm gonna try to keep myself distracted and get those bracelets out to you guys that want them. I only had one person to reach out to me, like, so far. I guess I don't have that many religious people on my channel. But that's okay. Like, I'm gonna still keep reaching out to you guys. Another personal thing I'm gonna share with you guys. Yeah, my struggles in life. A lot of you don't know my struggles in life. And you see this here. The red up here. It's hard to see. Yeah, that's self-inflicted. I did that earlier today. Anyways, I'll go into that in probably when I start my tramadol series, my new tramadol series that I start. I'm going to explain the self-inflicting stuff that goes on. That's the little small tiny parts that I'm going to share with you. I'm not going to go into any deeper than that right now. But anyway, my cousin I'm going to be starting my patchel today. I'm going to do another vlog probably later this evening or tonight whenever she gets here. I'm going to be on live to start blessing the bracelets so you can see the process. And I have to wait till tomorrow to get the extra envelopes and stamps that I need to mail them out for you guys. So if you guys, those of you that want the blessed bracelets once again for free, just email me, let me know. Maybe you want to see the bracelet first. I don't know. I'll show that later tonight. But if you guys want a free bracelet, a blessed, just email me at jesussavestbc@gmail.com and tell me your gender and your address, and I will mail them out to you for free. So until later, you guys, thank you for those of you being there for me. Just being patient, which you haven't fully been patient because I haven't truly left. I was going to, but I felt like it wouldn't benefit me. It wouldn't benefit anybody for me to just sulk and sit around and just mope over stuff. I can't do that. I have to just, I think part of me is just the shock thing, is the shock value right now. So, I guess you'll see me later on in a few hours in the next vlog. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up down below. So until my next video, later, people. God bless. Peace.